Today's coffee is from Yemen. Previously, Yemen's been known for coffee through the Port of Mocha project, and the affiliated book, The Monk of Mocha. Yemen is one of the oldest coffee producers in the world and has previously won the best cup in the world. I first learned about this coffee from James Hoffmann, the YouTuber who makes really incredible coffee videos. And when it first went on sale for the green lots, I considered buying some, but as a novice roaster, that didn't seem like the wisest choice of how to spend my money. So as soon as it started getting roasted, I started looking all around and trying to find it. I was very fortunate to find it through Mad Priest. And so today I'm excited to open this and show you what it looks like. Now, this coffee is quite expensive. As you can see, there's quite an elaborate design and quite an elaborate setup here. It's really beautiful. It really, went above and beyond on this. I think it's just an awesome packaging, but I'm really excited about what's inside and I'm really excited to try it. This is what you find inside, really thoughtful packaging. Yeah, pretty nice all together. Really excited to try this. So a little bit about Yemeni coffee, in case you don't know. So the first thing I want to comment and acknowledge is that Yemen is the source of one of the largest humanitarian crises in the world ongoing, the war in Yemen. It would be irresponsible to talk about anything coming out of Yemen without acknowledging that. I think it's important to also remember when luxury goods like this are priced at such a high rate, that the reason that they're priced at such a high rate is in somewhat acknowledgement of that just both the risks and the difficulties of producing, very high standard of excellence products in a place that is under such duress is highly non-trivial. Yemen is one of the oldest producers of coffee. I think I've seen multiple places that it is the oldest, producing coffee for over 150 years and 6 generations. And, this coffee especially, but in fact, most of the coffees we think of as being Yemeni top coffees are not those historical genetics. So both the Port of Mocha, which I spoke about before as being this sort of famous coffee that was produced in conjunction with Mokhtar, a Bay Area native, which that previously was a 90 plus coffee rating, which is basically the top of the top. And this coffee, these are different coffees from those old genetics. There's a really excellent video with James Hoffmann, who, again, has inspired my entire interest in this particular coffee, where he talks to the person at Kima who actually worked to produce Yemenia. So I highly recommend you check out his video explaining what the heck this is all about. If you think of Gesha as an offshoot of sort of the Ethiopian genetic lines, Gesha it's more than a varietal, it's a wholly different genetic branch of the tree. Yemenia is similar in that respect. It is its own branch of the tree. A couple pieces of information that you might find useful is there's a bunch of lots of the new Yemenia coffees. The lot that I've got, this is the lot 1. This is the Kima Alchemy series lot 1. So this is one of the 90 pluses, which is pretty cool. 90 plus, like I said, is really the best of the best. And so it's really cool that Mad Priest is providing something like that. And this is created through Kima as well. That being said, it's a whole new thing. It's a whole new thing to me and really the world of coffee. And again, please check out James Hoffmann's video explaining what this really is all about. So before I do taste it, the aroma of the beans unground, very winey and grapey. One thing to keep in mind is this, all Yemen coffee is naturally processed. And so that you do kind of expect from the ground or from the beans, but this was really amped up to 11 in the way that some of the really intense geshas have been. Very delicate already. I haven't even tasted it. My brew method is a pour over, which I use the blue bottle dripper, and I use a ratio of 23 grams of coffee to 350 grams of water. I brew at a temperature of 203. I preheat the server, but I don't preheat the dripper itself. Today I poured my brew into this coffee collective mug, which was also preheated. Yeah, that fruitiness is right out front. Immediately a winey sort of very tip of tongue experience. You're here for the slurping noises, I assume. Smooth. I like the roasting profile. This is my first time drinking a coffee from Mad Priest. So far, great experience, but this is a very special coffee, so I'm gonna have to try them again for something more normal. Low acidity, really clean. Actually, it's such a broad mouthfeel. I get a really like intense fruity flavor on the very tip of my tongue, on the sides of my tongue. I get that sort of like natural, all mouth encompassing thing, but I can even get the sort of back of tongue. If I slurp harder, I can get some like nice aftertaste, more floral aftertaste on the very back of my tongue, which is where I think historically I've gotten floral flavors before. You should know I'm not super knowledgeable about that, so I often forget. Yeah, all in all, really wonderful cup. I like how it's got this like really strong fruitiness, but it doesn't pound me in the face like some of the Ethiopians or like our Yirgacheffe. Like sometimes the really fruity Yirgacheffes are like every sip I need to take a step back. This is actually so gentle. It's really incredible. Certainly one of the best coffees I've ever had. Recently I drank a Panama Gesha. That Panama Gesha was very mellow. It still had some delicateness, but very even. And then last year I had a Gesha that was more on the fermenty side that was really exciting. That was from Blue Bottle. Yeah. But yeah, all in all, really incredible cup. Super thankful to get the chance to drink it. As I mentioned earlier in the video, it's important to reflect on the origin of the coffee and the circumstances in which the coffee is being produced and the people who are producing it. To that end, I wanted to donate to the crisis in Yemen. I decided to make a donation to Save the Children, who is working directly with children in Yemen. And so if you wanted to join me in that, there'll be a link in the description. I would really appreciate, at least going and familiarizing yourself with Yemen. Thanks a lot for watching. This is a fun, silly idea I had, so I hope you enjoyed.